Hey guys, it's Elaine, the Ninja Life Coach, and welcome to my channel today. Today, we're going to talk about lace front wigs versus non-lace front wigs. So sit back, grab yourselves a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. Hey everybody, I'm back. I thought it might be interesting on Wig Talk Tuesday to have a discussion about wigs that are lace front versus wigs that are non-lace front, because I think pretty much it's a matter of personal preference. I have some lace front wigs, I have some that are not lace front wigs, and I love both equally. It just kind of depends on the look that I'm wanting to achieve and how I feel that day. Now, let me just say a word about lace front wigs. And this has been my experience. It may not have been your experience. Lace front wigs at the hairline look a little bit more realistic than non-lace front wigs, in my opinion. However, to me, there's a bit of a trade-off there, and here's what it is. Lace front wigs, to me, can be a little bit itchy. They can actually itch my scalp because my skin is really, really sensitive. And if sometimes back here at the nape of my neck, my wigs itch anyway, especially if it's an extended nape. But that's just something that you have to deal with sometimes when you wear wigs. But that's one thing that I have noticed when I wear a wig that is a lace front. It seems like right around the hairline right here, it wants to itch just a little bit more. It kind of cuts down on it just a little bit if you use a bit of glue, but I absolutely hate gluing down a wig. I really don't like doing it because sometimes I'll change wigs in the middle of the day and it's a hassle to take that off, touch up your makeup right here at your hairline and do all that. I don't do that really all that often. Normally, just to be honest, I don't even glue them down. I'd rather hold them in place with a head wrap, except in the summer when it's just really hot. So today I'm wearing a wig that I got from Amazon. This is not a lace front wig, and it's a cheap wig. I think the wig is now on Amazon. I think it's maybe 20 bucks or something like that. But here is the main difference between a wig that is a lace front and a wig that is not a lace front. Now, as you can see right here where the rubber meets the road, so to speak, right here on this wig just has a sewn in part, and I have actually thinned this wig a lot. I have messed with this wig. I've thinned it, I've plucked the part, I've put concealer in the part, but as you can tell on the front, she is still an inexpensive wig. Now, I like the looks of her, and don't get me wrong, I love this wig. I have worn this wig a ton. But I've always worn her with this. I've never gone out of the house with her just like this. I think I certainly could, but I think she looks much better with something to cover up that part line right there. So we're going to look at some other wigs that are not lace front. I'm going to try them on for you and talk with you a little bit about the difference in them. The way this part is, I don't know if you could cut bangs into this wig or not. That would certainly help with the realism of the front of this wig if you cut bangs. So you can see that this is not going to be a wig you're going to be able to pull back and wear like this, because it just simply looks wiggy in my opinion. Now, this wig here is another wig. This is a Liddell wig. I got this from Amazon. I'll drop a link to all these wigs down in the description box. This is a little short red pixie. Now, she has bangs, but she's not anything special. I think she's 19 bucks on Amazon, and when you look at the inside of this wig, she does not have the lace front either. So, but she does have the bangs. Now, in my opinion, the bangs make this wig look a little bit more realistic than this part line here. So let me try this on. Let me show you what I mean. Be right back. Okay, so here she is. And you can see she has the bangs. So, but look, you can see right here, if you were to try to wear this wig away from your forehead, you can see that that's a pretty defined line right there. But why would you want to? Because she's cute just like this. Now, another wig that I want to show you is, this is my first wig that I had when I got serious about wig wearing. And I do not know the brand of this wig, but this is a human hair synthetic blend. And she is still, even 3 years later, one of my very favorite wigs. So let me try her on. I'll show you. I'll be right back. Okay, now this particular wig, when I got her, she was styled with this, like this. And I went in and I steamed the bangs down and I cut some bangs into her because I didn't like the way that looked with that showing right there. I just don't like that. I think it looks wiggy and it just doesn't look good. So I went in and I nipped the bangs just a little bit and made them just kind of a little side swept kind of bangs to where it's not so obvious that it's a wig. Now she has a teased part, so that's got permatease. She's got a lot of permatease in the top, which I don't mind. I actually like the permatease, and I really like this wig. It's really a cute little wig, but that's the difference between this one and this one that has the sewn in part. You can see that part goes all the way down there. Now this one doesn't. This has a permatease part. So I've really liked this wig. I've enjoyed it, and if you can find something like this, it looks a little bit more realistic than that first wig I had on, and you don't have to try to hide that hairline. Now let's look at one more without the lace front, and then we'll get on into, now let's look at two more without the lace front, and we'll just see the difference. Now, I'm not doing these in any particular order. I have thought about it, how do I want to progress this, but it's really, there are no particular order on these wigs. I just wanted you to see the difference in the different type of parts, the different kind of lace, and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of how we're going to go here today. So let me get another one on, and I'll be right back. Okay, now this is Uniwig's Carrie. Carrie is one of my favorite wigs when I want to have long hair, but even though she doesn't have a lace front and she has a permatease part, the part on this looks a little bit more realistic than the last one that I had on. And that's how the wig manufacturers do when they don't want to do a lace front or a mono top. They will, a lot of times on your better wigs, they will have that permatease right there. And they will add some rooting so it's not as obvious that there's no scalp there. So I do like Carrie. I do think I can wear Carrie right like this without any kind of head wrap or anything to cover that up. Now, if I wanted to wear Carrie pulled back, that's where the problem is going to come in, unless I do something like this. That's the difference in right here. This has got a little permatease right here. She has some permatease in the top of her, actually on the sides as well. Now, we've had this conversation here before on this channel. I don't mind permatease. I actually like permatease. So I may or may not wear a wig with permatease. It doesn't really matter. As long as I get a little poof on top, I'm good. But you can see the front of that. See how that is? So let's try one more and I'll be right back. This is Click by Ellen Villa in Aubergine Mix. Now, she is not a lace front wig either. And I still have the tag on her because she is still for sale, but you can tell when you run your hands through this hair, this is a low density wig. This wig feels very much like human hair. And I love the way she's styled with the bangs because that really gives an illusion of this being your hair. So I guess my point of this whole thing is if you're going to wear a wig that's non-lace front, you're going to get your most realistic look if you wear bangs. Now, let's take a look at some lace front wigs and the different types of lace front wigs. I tried to give you a variety to look at of non-lace front, but let's look at a variety of lace front because that's a big range too. Okay, so this wig is by Sensational. And you can see she's got some fun little streaks and everything like that. I wore this the other night to a party and I had a blast with her. She's just really cute. But I want you to look at the lace front. Now the lace on this is dark. And the part is, this just has a lace part. It's not anything special, but you can tell that the realism on this wig is much greater than the ones that we just looked at, except for the dark part. What I did the other night when I wore this wig is I went and I put some concealer underneath this part, and I lightened up that lace front just a little bit because it's awfully dark for me. The lace comes in different colors, so that's something you're going to want to consider when you order a lace front wig. Is, does the lace match my skin tone? Am I going to have to do something to that lace? Now you can, I've heard of some folks bleaching their lace and doing things like that with their lace front to keep their knots from showing, bleaching the knots and doing all that. I've never done that, and frankly, I'm scared half to death about doing it, but you could certainly do that if you wanted to. Let's look at an Amazon wig that's a lace front. Okay, so here is a wig by Chrisma. I actually am going to donate this wig to a lady I know whose biological hair looks very much like this, and I'm going to donate this wig to her. Now, this wig was from Amazon, so you can see that she's got the part right here, and the lace extends all the way over to the ear, and you would have to cut that to match your hairline. Now, this is what a lot of the inexpensive lace wigs look like. This is the way they look when they come right out of the box, and this is what you have to do to customize the wig. So when a wig says lace front and the wig is like 30, 40 bucks, oftentimes you are going to have to customize the wig, customize the part, and do some things to it. This is the difference between this one and the one I showed you from Sensational, the one I just had on. That one the lace was pre-cut. So that was really good when you get a pre-cut lace. I actually like that. For me, I like that better. But some people really like to customize that hairline, and you just go in and you pluck that down and add baby hairs in. So let me put on another one and we'll talk about it. Now the next one, we're going to talk about this one, and I want to show this to you. This is from the Wig Company, and she has a pre-cut hairline that's just straight across. And she also has a lace part, much like this one, except it's not in the middle, it's on the side. Okay, guys, I've just plopped this on my head. I haven't styled her or done anything to her. But you can tell the difference in this lace front. This is pre-cut. The lace just extends to right in here. So this is not going to be something that's an ear to ear, because you can see where that ends right there, right in there. But you could certainly, if I wanted to take a clip and just clip this back, and I actually have worn her like this, I certainly could without any problem. This wig is Essence by the Wig Company, and I think for an inexpensive wig, it is part of their Statements line. I think the hairline looks pretty doggone good. Now, there's just a little bit of permatease up here in the top to give the wig a little bit of lift, but I have enjoyed this wig a lot. I love the color, I love the cut, I think it's cute, I think it's flattering. I really like it, and I really love the way they've done the hairline on this wig. So we're going to look at one more hairline, and then we're going to call it a day. Be right back. Okay, everybody. This is Ellen Villa Girl Mono, and you can see the hairline on this wig. And the hairline extends from here to here. And this is another one that you could certainly, if you wanted to wear it back from your face, you certainly could without any problem whatsoever. I have to say, of all the wigs that I've seen, reviewed, messed with, played with, I honestly and truly believe that Ellen Villa does their hairline better than any. They really do. They know what they're doing when they make their wigs. They really do. So if you want a little bit better, to bump it up to a better wig, get a little more realistic hairline, I would really highly recommend Ellen Villa, because their hairlines look fantastic. The fibers feel great, and it's just a good wig. But if you don't want to spend this much on an Ellen Villa wig, you could certainly look at the Wig Company. They do their hairlines nicely too. This is a nice looking hairline. Now, Ellen Villa's, just to me, is a little less itchy because of the way they make their top. They have like a velveteen, felted type of top up here. and it's a little less itchy than this. Now, this particular color is, I think it's chocolate rooted. Let me check and see. Hang on, I got the tag on it. This wig is for sale, chocolate rooted. So I'm not used to wearing colors this dark, but I do like this color, and I do love, Girl Mono is one of my favorite wigs of all times. This is a wig that you would wear that people would never suspect you have on a wig. I mean, it would almost have to be somebody that knew wigs, that knew the style of wig and knew that you had on a wig, because this is just a gorgeous wig. It really is. So my advice, if you want to get a lace front wig, is get one that's right like that across the top. Or if you're going to get one like this and customize it, get someone, because if this is your first time doing something like this, I didn't do this and I wish I had, get someone to help you cut it, because it really helps if you've got somebody to help you snip that hairline. I mean, it really, really does. I am of the notion, and I am so paranoid about that I normally, if I'm going to actually purchase a wig, I like the pre-cut hairline, because that's not something, that's something that I really do not like doing, and I'm nervous, and I'm always scared I'm going to ruin a wig by cutting that hairline. So that may be something you want to think about if you decide that you want to get a wig with a lace front. If you decide to get a non-lace front wig, and look guys, I've got wigs that are lace front, wigs that are not lace front, wigs that have bangs, wigs that don't have bangs. I love all my wigs. So if you're going to get something, hang on, like this one, that is a non-lace front and has a part, just be prepared that this is not going to lay right here like this one does. It's not going to lay like that. It's going to look right like that. Now, I'm not going to say don't buy this, because I have got a closet full of cheap wigs, and I love my cheap wigs. I'm going to just say that right up front. I love cheap wigs, and I cannot lie. I love expensive wigs, and I cannot lie. I love wigs. And I like to change my hairstyle a lot. So to me, in order for me to do that, I have several expensive wigs like this Ellen Villa wig, and I have several mid-range wigs, and I have a ton of cheap wigs, because I may wake up tomorrow morning and I want my hair to be blue. And people who know me they embrace that about me. They're like, well, we don't know what she's going to have on today. And that's okay. But if you're going to get a lace front wig and you're wanting something that's going to look realistic, I would recommend getting something, if you're a white woman, get something with pre-cut lace. To the African American community who may watch my channel, you may like something that you have to cut yourself, where you can go in, pluck the baby hairs, lay those baby hairs down, put on, the glue, and do a wig install. You may like that better. Now, if you've got a wig like this Ellen Villa wig, or like this wig from the wig company, you don't have to glue this down if it fits tight enough against your head. Now, Ellen Villa wigs do run small. They fit my head better because my head is small, and I love that. But the wig company wigs fit my head well too. So you don't have to glue. This type of lace front does not have to be glued down. I seldom ever glue down any of my lace front wigs unless I'm wearing something that was like this. And I've got a pink wig that I love and a purple wig that I love, and I glue those down when I wear them. But normally I just wear a head wrap. If it's something that I think is going to blow off my head, I'll secure it down with a head wrap and it'll hold it in place. Now, just keep in mind, when you order a wig that's a lace front, or you get a wig that's a lace front, you are paying a little bit more for that option. Just know that ahead of time. Know that it's gonna feel different. It's gonna feel different to wear. And I've got to say, the Ellen Villa wig right around and through here, I'm not itchy because of the way they do their lace fronts. Now let me show you this. If I can get this off. Here I am in all my bare head glory. They've got this velveted feel right around here. And this lace doesn't feel scratchy on my head at all. It doesn't feel a bit scratchy. It doesn't feel anything like that. So this one feels a little more scratchy right around the hairline. Not much, it's not bad, but it does feel a little bit more scratchy. The best advice I can give you about wearing a wig, whether you buy a lace front wig or a non-lace front, buy one that makes you happy. That's the best advice that I can give you. Don't buy a wig just because somebody says it looks good on you if you don't like the wig. If you don't like it, don't buy it. It doesn't matter if it's a lace front. It doesn't matter if it's a good deal. If you don't feel comfortable and confident in that wig, don't buy it. At the end of the day, it's just you and the wig. And you're going to have to be comfortable and you're going to have to be confident with whatever you put on your head. Whether it's a lace front, non-lace front, it doesn't matter. You have to be comfortable and confident in that wig. So when you decide, or when you are forced through necessity because you've lost your hair, to put that wig on your head, like I said, find something that makes you happy. My first thing that I would advise you is get something as close to your biological hair if you can when you first wear a wig, because you're going to be happier if you do that. And just know when you put it on your head, it's not going to look like your hair. It's not going to feel like your hair. It's not going to be your hair. Just know that. Whether it's a lace front or a non-lace front, it's not going to look like your hair. Even if it looks as similar to your hair as you can get it, it's not going to feel like your hair. It's going to be heavy. It's going to be a lot of hair, especially if you've suffered hair loss beforehand, and it's going to take some getting used to. There has to be an element of confidence when you wear a wig out of the house. You have to decide, hey, I'm going to wear this today. I don't really care what anybody else thinks about this. I like it, and I'm going to wear it. My best advice to you would be the first time you wear a wig out of the house, especially if it's an inexpensive wig, is wear it to the store or wear it around town. Don't wear it in front of your family the first time you wear it. Don't. Because most of the time your family, and I have heard this over and over and over again, even if your family is supportive, they're going to be shocked because it's not going to look like your hair, and they're going to be, what have you done? That's just, it's a shock to them too. You know, seeing you without hair and then seeing you with an abundance of hair. It's a shock to them too. So I would recommend for you to wear it out, go grocery shopping in it. Wear it out to the park one day. Wear it to the bank. Wear it somewhere other than a family reunion where you've got 300 relatives that are going to say, do you have on a wig? Because that over time undermines your confidence. Because in your mind, you're thinking, everybody knows I have on a wig. Well, the first time I wore a wig out of the house, I was on vacation and I was at Myrtle Beach. My sister and I both, you know, we got wigs, and I wore the wig. And you know, it was very liberating because nobody knew that I had on a wig, because people don't look at you that close. People are not going to look at this wig and say, that's a non-lace front wig, unless they're a wig expert. People are going to look and say, oh, she's got on a head wrap. Her hair looks cute. That's what they're going to say. Or they may even think, you know, I really don't like that head wrap with her hair. I really don't like that head wrap. You see, they're talking about the head wrap, not the wig. They're not going to make the leap, she's got on a wig. And the few who do, most likely, if they're a stranger, they're not going to address you. Now, you may get the odd duck that's going to come up and say, let me see that wig. Just say graciously, no. If you don't want them to look at it, just say, no, I'm sorry, no, you're rude, leave me alone. So at the end of the day, it's not going to matter. Wear the wig that makes you feel better, whether it's lace front, non-lace front, open weft, closed cap, doesn't matter. Does not matter. Listen, you guys, I hope you have a terrific day. And when you get an opportunity, I'm going to drop a link down in the description box to my private Facebook group. It's called Hey Girl, Hey, It's Mary Kay. And when you get an opportunity, ask to join. I'd love to have you join me over there. And I've got an Instagram account if you'd like to check it out. It's One Brave Woman. Check it out and follow me on Instagram. I will try to drop a link down in the description box to that. I'm not very good on Instagram, so I'm not over there a lot, but I'll post maybe once a week or something on Instagram. I also have a couple of Facebook pages, One Brave Woman and Ninja Life Coaching, if you'd like to follow me there as well. So I'll drop a link down in the description box to all this stuff that I do so that you all can, you can find me easily. And you can always contact me via email at ninjalifecoaching.com. Y'all have a great day. God bless y'all. Maranatha, guys. Love y'all.